In this video, I'm going to be sharing some practices that you can do to harness that energy, that sexual power that you have. And don't get this confused with sexual power like people who manipulate others, because that is the shadow side of this energy that we can talk about it so that you never get manipulated yourself. Aloha beloved, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Kundalini Tantra and how to harness your sexual energy for more vibrancy, a longer life, how to reverse the aging process with this powerful sexual energy, and how to utilize that in your relationship dynamics or by yourself to activate your highest potential in your life. So it may sound like a tall order, but you're going to see in this video exactly what I'm talking about. Throughout history, for thousands of years, there has been a lot of teachings about Tantra, but it was actually kept quiet because the energy of Kundalini and Tantra combined is the most powerful energy that we have available to us in a human life. The reason is because this is the energy that creates life. Think about it. When you come together with another person, you create life together. And where does it come from? The base of the chakras, right? First and second chakra come together and voila, life is created. And so it's not just some biological reproductive system. There is magic and a lot more going on behind the scenes. And so we can learn how to harness that powerful energy that creates life and to utilize that by channeling it into any work that we do in our lives, whether it's work on ourselves for our own personal healing, it's work with others in our relationship dynamics, or in our work that we do as contribution to this world through our purpose, our mission, and our vision for our lives. So this is a powerful energy. And in this video, I really want to go into it because a lot of people ask me all the time over the years about this specifically. I have videos. In this video, I'm going to be sharing some practices that you can do to harness that energy, that sexual power that you have. And don't get this confused with sexual power like people who manipulate others, because that is the shadow side of this energy that we can talk about it so that you never get manipulated yourself. And if you're one of those people that were manipulating people with it, you may become aware of it now and then stop doing it, because it's also one of the most destructive energies. Where there is great power, there is great opportunity and possibility. And so we will have to use it with respect and reverence for life, for ourselves, for our own life, and for the lives of all whom we come into contact with. So if you want to be the most powerful version of yourself, you have to understand this. You have to learn to master this energy. Men and women. Men specifically tend to not have the mastery instilled from birth, right? So I've met so many men, including different lovers as well, and past beloveds who, you know, they were maybe working towards the mastery of this energy, and then I've had masters who taught me a lot as well. So it's something that's generally taught like one-on-one, but that's why I'm making this video, because I noticed on YouTube and on social media, there's not a lot of real authentic, very valuable information being shared properly. It's a lot of convoluted, sometimes just over-sexualized energy so that it can get a lot more views. And I want to give the most authentic expression to this topic because it's part of what I teach at the Flow State Institute. We teach about Tantra, and a big part of the teaching is to unlearn all the conditioning that we have in the Western world. So the Western world has put us over-sexualized everything, basically. They say sex sells, and the reason that people do go that direction with it is because it is very tantalizing. And the reason for that is because it's such a powerful energy. Every single being on earth, with the exception of very few, including very small children and very maybe elderly people and or celibate monks, very few people have this energy that's really alive and pulsing through your system. Leave a comment and be sure and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell to be notified when I post videos, because I'm going to be sharing more about this topic. But if you have any questions throughout this video, post a comment, and definitely post a comment. I'd like to hear if you have been practicing Tantra already, or if this is just a topic that's new for you. And also if you have any specific questions as we go through this video. So first of all, let's just talk about Tantra itself. So Tantra it's not just like you imagine two people like in all these different sexual poses. So that's a branch of Tantra called Kama Sutra. Kama Sutra is an ancient book actually that was written. It has all these sexual poses, and it's really amazing experience that you can have with your partner. And I will make a video about that. Leave a comment if you want me to make a video with more about the Kama Sutra and the sexual poses and stuff, because that's a whole science. It's a branch of yoga that combines with another person, and so that you can optimize this energy together. The vision, if you can imagine, that you have for yourself is that you literally have this powerful energy at the base of your spine, and you can activate it right now with me if you just start pulsing mulabanda. So mulabanda is the muscle at the base of the perineum, and you can start pulsing like you gotta go pee. You just hold your pee in, so squeeze it in and up, and then pulse it down by the sex organs is where that is. It's like you gotta go pee, hold, pulse, and like this, keep pulsing the muscle. You'll start to feel, you can close your eyes as you do it just for a moment and get in touch with it. So that's how you start to get acquainted with this energy. And then what you want to do is, there's a couple different things. First of all, we're going to start to raise the Kundalini up. So just sitting there pulsing will start to do that. And we can do that with some kriyas. So you could reach your arms up towards the sky. You could interlace your fingers like this and do some fire breathing while you're pulsing. So it's like this. So the fire breathing, it's just exhale, 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 and it forces the energy up. So you're activating the Kundalini and then raising the Kundalini. So it's such a powerful energy because, first of all, the Kundalini lays dormant at the base of the spine. If you want to envision like a serpent just coiled up, sitting at the base of the spine. And as you pulse the perineum and your mulabanda, you're awakening it. Now, as you awaken it, the fire breath starts to send it upwards. And then the arms up above your head, you're going to also, it's ascending the energy upwards. But here's where most people get confused. I was just talking about this in a different video that I was teaching about the energy of the spine is the Sushumna Nadi. So this is the central channel. Sometimes they call it the staff of God. And this is the spine, and it starts at the base down by the perineum where you're pulsing mulabanda, and then the energy is shooting upwards. But you also have the Ida and the Pingala. So the Ida energy is rising, Pingala is descending. So the energy is constantly circulating. But in the Western world, we envision it like very linear, like up, down, up, down. But it's not exactly like that. It goes like at like a serpent. It slithers up. So it's like this, up, and then this, down. So it's like, that's why you always see the caducus. It's the serpents going up the staff. And that staff is the Sushumna Nadi, that's your spine. And the Ida and the Pingala, those are the energies traveling up and the energies traveling down. So you want to start to breathe and connect to that and visualize that energy as it travels up. And they call it the macrocosmic orbit. So the microcosmic orbit, the macrocosmic orbit, it's basically, you have this cosmic orbit of energy, we have it inside of us, and it's the same energy that is in the entire universe. So we have the power to connect to all of existence by turning the awareness inward to our microcosmic orbit internally and connect to that power within us. So we're pulsing mulabanda, we're breathing the fire breath, and we're raising the energy up. You're visualizing the serpent rising up and down. So it's like this, and it's like, could be like a figure 8, but usually it's even a little bit more, a couple more turns there, but it's up and it's down, it's up and it's down. Now you can do a whole nother breathing practice here, not just fire breathing. You can try like this. Now as you come forward, you don't have to do that with your hands actually. You can put your hands on the knees, it's much easier. So you inhale and lift your chest up, so it's like this. Keep pulsing mulabanda. And then exhale. So it's like a tiny little pelvic tilt. So forward and back, forward and back. And so you'll feel the hips just externally and internally rotating just like this. Forward and back as you engage mulabanda and tilt the hip forward and back. And you could also do clockwork, like in a circle in clockwise or counterclockwise. So you start to feel connected to the Kundalini energy, the root chakra, mulabanda pulsing, and you start to feel this energy rising. And you might feel it, if you have any blocked energy, you might feel it get stuck. Like you'll be like, oh, I have back pain, or maybe you have some kind of block that causes pain. But if you don't have any block that's causing pain, then you'll just start to feel a lot of blissful energy. That's when you know you're on the right track. But if you need to clear those blocks, I have videos for those too. Be sure and watch the other videos on my channel, or you could join the Flow State teacher training, and we have hundreds of videos to help you unblock yourself. But basically, just circulating, you can go clockwise, counterclockwise, keep the bandhas pulsing, just like that, circulating. And then what you can do, if you like, you can actually kind of rub on your own skin. So what this is doing is it's activating your sensation, your sensory feelings, right? So everything is sensation. So you want to start to bring positive energy and sensation. You could also listen to music, but keep the bandha engaged and pulsing. So that's the key here. You want to activate the Kundalini energy. There's lots of ways to do it, but this is one of the ways that I like to do it, specifically first thing in the morning, or if you're getting ready to be with a partner, this is a good way to get your energy flowing. Anyway, so you can kind of go in those circles, or you can undulating the spine, just inhale, lift your chest, exhale, round, breathing. Just like that, and then keep going. So you could do this 3-5 minutes, however long you want to do it. And the other way is adding the music, so adding the element of sound. And you could also put oils. I like to put different oils on your skin. Breathing incense is wonderful, bringing all the sensations into the experience. That is what makes Tantra not just a sexual experience or something, but literally just a way of embodying the energy of joy and pleasure. And what it does is it starts to help you to move outside of the conditioned mind. So it's also a meditative practice, and go into the realm of pure existence, connected to the infinite existence of life itself. And once you start to feel connected to that energy, you can keep the breath going. Keep the bandhas engaged. Just like that. Good. So you start to feel an elevated mood, an elevated energy. Your heart feels more open. You feel more connected to the existence. You feel more connected to yourself as well. I highly encourage people to touch yourself, really touch yourself and feel your skin and send love into yourself, hug yourself, and let this be an experience, if you're doing it by yourself, of self-love and self-care. Now, if you're feeling like taking this experience to your partner, then this is also a wonderful practice that you can do with a partner. You could be sitting across from them and do this breathing together. So if you're inhaling, inhale together. Or inhale and let them exhale, and they exhale and you inhale, and you breathe in, combined into that flow. And you could keep going like this, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however long you feel. And when you feel to complete that practice, you can keep going with the pulsing, and we're going to sit for a moment just with the stillness of the physical body, but the pulsing of the bandha, and feel if you can send that energy up, up, up. Keep breathing. Keep pulsing it. And you just feel this blissfulness, you know, like I always talk about the bliss channel. I talked about that in my video, many videos, and also in my book Journey to Joyful. But tapping into the bliss channel, it's available to all of us. In yoga, we have what's called koshas, which are the layers of the energy body. So the fifth layer is the Anandamaya kosha, which means the bliss sheath. Literally a layer of your energy field. The very outer layer is pure bliss. And the only reason that people don't feel bliss all the time is because there's so much blocked energy, traumas, belief systems, limitations, and just negative energy that's like stored in the mind, the emotions, in the body, in the cells, ancestry, inner child. All of that is the layers between you, the body, and you, the bliss sheath. And in order to access that bliss sheath, we got to clear the layers in between. So that's what this kind of practice is good for. Helps you to access the bliss sheath. If you didn't feel it, leave a comment if you felt it, if you felt the bliss. And leave a comment if you didn't, because if you didn't, that means we have some clearing to do. If you'd like to try some of my clearing practices, I have a 7-day self-love and yoga challenge. You could register for that, click the link below, or you could join the full yoga teacher training and become, you know, like immersed into this. We have 200-hour program you can do online, or you could join us in Bali at our live training. And we do these practices like, you know, online. There's 200 hours. We have 100 hours of videos. We have 100 hours of live workshops. And the online training, it's 10 days or 30 days of immersion into 8 to 10 hours a day of these practices. It changes your life. It changes you on a very fundamental level. And what that does is it unblocks all that blocked energy, releasing stuck emotions, traumas, old programs that are not serving you. And so that you can access the truth of who you are, which is this beautiful, radiant being of bliss. Everybody, that's what everybody has available to us. It's just a matter of clearing the path to that access. So that's available to you, and I want that for you, because I've been through my own many layers of suffering, and it's so beautiful to just peel it away and toss it away and be like, all right, done with that old story, done with that old program, done with that old trauma, whatever it was. And just one by one, you know, it took me many years, but one by one, it's just, you know, shedding all of that. And you get to this other side of all that work, and you realize life is so simple and so beautiful, and infinite potential is available for you in your life. And so I want that for you. Hopefully you felt it. Can't wait to read your comments, and let me know where you're from too. I love to see who watches my videos, who is a part of our tribe here. I love to create these sharings for you of the work from my 16 years of teaching. I've noticed over the years on YouTube, you know, the different types of content that people really resonate. So I love to share more of the Tantra path, the flow state teachings. And so if it resonates with you, for me to teach more Tantra, definitely post a comment, and I will be sharing more of this very soon. Till then, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified when I post a new video, and click the like button, because it actually really helps YouTube to let more people know about my videos if you click the like button, and if you post comments and share the video. So do all that for me, and I will be happy to continue to make more videos for you here on this channel. So much love to you, beloved. I'm sending you many blessings to you and your family, and if you have any video requests, post them below. Many blessings. I'll see you again soon. Satnam. Namaste.